Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here. Welcome to my channel. This channel here, I want to help you that love to play guitar and wants to play at church and get better at it. If you're brand new or if you've been playing for a while, but you still struggle with a few things, don't feel like your guitar is quite there yet, welcome here. I'm here to help you. I've been playing guitar since 1994. And I've been to all types of struggles on guitar when it comes to acoustic and electric. But since then, I've been working hard and finding ways for me to play the songs better at church and also to teach my students so they can achieve better results as well. I believe that when you're playing guitar, everything that we want is to have a good time, play, have fun, focus in our hearts as we worship God. So this is why this channel here, this is my first video. Welcome here. And I hope to have you here more often. So I thought of, for this first video here, talk about a specific key of E and a way that I like to use the chords to play a song in the key of E. You know that song, For God So Loved by We the Kingdom? It goes like this. For God so loved the world that He gave us His one and only Son to save us. Whoever believes in Him will live forever. And so on. That's the main sequence of the song. For God so loved, E. The world that He gave us, His one and only, B major. Whoever believes, C sharp minor, will live forever, A. Usually we will struggle. I've seen people struggling to play this song. They play E. For God so loved the world that He gave us. And then they play B. There's only one to save us. And then C sharp minor. Whoever believes in Him will live forever. So, you're playing E and A, not barred, but B. And C sharp minor, all barred, and that creates so much tension on our hands. Not only that, the sound of the chords might sound very buzzy. Right now it's sounding pretty okay, but I am really pressing hard here. For C sharp minor, the same thing. Sounding alright, but I'm really pressing hard, and my guitar is so well set up. The strings are so low, but still, I really need to really press hard those fingers to get that sound out. So this is the way I like to play. There are more options I'm going to show you too. E, for God so loved the world that He gave us. When it comes to B, I play almost like a B, but a B power chord. But I open my fingers here. I give room. So my finger 1 is just pressing the A string. And E and B strings are open. Well, that's not technically B major. No, you're right, it's not. But hey, you'll be able to play. This is a B sus4. Yeah, B sus4. It doesn't give you the major feel, but gives you the B feel. So if I play this chord, for God so loved the world that He gave us His one and only Son to save us, you don't really feel like it's wrong, right? If I play B minor, for God so loved the world that He gave us His one. Then you feel it, you see it right away. Oh, that didn't sound good. But if I play this version of B, which is a B sus4, That's a neutral chord. It's not major, not minor. It's just B sus 4. It's almost like a power chord. The 4 is because of the open E. If you count B, C, D, E is the fourth note after B, right? B, C, D, E. So that's why it's a sus 4. Sus means no third. So God so loved the world that he gave us his one and only Son to save us. And then I drag this shape here to the 4th fret, exactly the same shape. Whoever believes in him. So here works perfectly. This is a C sharp minor. C sharp minor. Yeah, 7 has a 7. Because let me break it down. Here I have C sharp. Here's the power chord, right? Consequentially, I have the octave. Okay? Here is B. If you count C all the way to B, it's the 7th note. So that's the 7th. How do I know it's a minor? Because of B. B is the minor third of C sharp. C sharp, D, E, minor third. So a minor. And then you have F, G, A, B. 7th, right? One and only Son to save us. Whoever believes in him will live forever. When I play A, I can play A as a normal A chord. Ever. I prefer to just leave it open. Ever. I don't know, I like that sound better. But whatever, you can play A major or A sus 9 in this case. 9 because this is B that is open instead of the 3rd. It can be called a sus 2 or sus 9. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, a lot of theory. Let me break it down here again. For God so loved the world that he gave us B, his one and only Son to save us. Power chord but open. Drag that to the 4th fret. Whoever believes in him. Well, here's the C sharp minor 7. Will live forever. Right? There we go. This is the version that I like to use. I would say the most. I use this a lot because this has a bigger end. Whoever believes in him will live forever. And so on. It keeps on going, right? Verses like that too. Now, the other option, the second option I have for these 4 same chords in the key of E, actually will be the 3rd. The first is actually playing these chords. The second with the power chords open, right? Let's call it that way. The third or third option, I'll play here on the 7th fret. Here is exactly what I was doing for B and C sharp, but on the 7th fret gives me the E on the bass. So this is E. Now here, it's not an E major because it's not giving me that sound of E major, right? It's a pure power chord. All right. For God so loved the world that he gave us. For B, I do like a chord of B up here, but instead of playing the whole fret here on my bar, because that's super tiring too, I just press the top string on the base of the note of the chord. One and only Son to save us. Again, string E and B are open, but this top part here, the lower end of the chord, it's giving me the chords of B major. One and only Son to save us. For C sharp, I kind of go back to E, but instead of using this finger here, I put my ring finger on the 9th fret. Whoever believes in Him. You see that? Here I have C sharp. Here I have the 7th, which is B. Here I have the minor, which is E. And then repeat B and E. Whoever believes in Him will live forever. So here, what I'm doing is the same thing I did for B, but on fret 5. Okay? So, God so loved the world that He gave us His one and only Son to save us. Whoever believes in Him will live forever. Now I'm gonna play the first option there. The power of hell forever defeated. Now it is well. I'm walking in freedom. For God so loved the world. There we go. We have option 1, regular chords. Option 2, let's do the open power chords. E, B, C sharp minor, 7, A. Option 3 would be up here in the fretboard. E, B major, C sharp minor, and A. Now, the C sharp minor, I think, is probably the hardest chord here. After B, you really have to get used to the positioning of your hand. But man, once you get this, there are like countless songs that you'll be able to play in the key of E. I know a lot of guys don't play songs in the key of E because they can't, because they don't know these chords. They usually have to transpose, use a capo, and which is fine, but a lot of times you don't have a capo, or you want a deeper end, deeper, like a bottom end of your chords to be a little bigger. So now you have the options. These, we're talking about the chord 1, 4, 5, and 6 of the key of E, right? Knowing the first chord is always major, the 4th is always major, the 5th is always major, and the 6th always minor. 1, E, E, F, G, A, B, and 6th, C minor, C sharp minor, okay? Well, I know it's a lot, but this is very, very good stuff. Practice this. Get songs that you know that are on key of E. This song, by the way, the original is probably not key of E. I like to play in key of E in my church because people can sing in that key. Same thing with Phil Wickham. There's so many good songs, right? Oh, hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive and break every chain. Oh God, you have done great things. We dance in your freedom, awake and alive. Oh Jesus, our Savior, your name lifted high. Oh God, you have done great things. Right? Very good to sing. Awesome to play because you know these open positions now. You can play up here. Our God is the Lion of Judah. He's roaring the power and fighting your battles. Every knee will bow before Him. There we go. Again, very good to play, very good to sing, and comfortable all around, awesome to worship. I could give you more songs, and I should give, and I will give, so keep tuning this channel here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested, I have a mini course available. Just click the link below and you can have access of this free mini course that will lead you to a real course if you want to purchase later on. But this one is completely free, and enjoy. I hope to see you in the next video. God bless you. See you then.